Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we, my darlings? Ladies and gentlemen, do you remember when Cardi B sued Tasha K for defamation in 2019? As a matter of fact, that was how I discovered Tasha K. Yeah. And I like Cardi B. I think that she's quite entertaining. I think that she is a very, very hard worker, especially just having a baby and going on this tour, which was one of the most successful. I really respect her hustle. Tasha K I find very amusing, very entertaining. You know me, I'm not a hater. I love. But before I start, I wanted to say that was how I discovered Tasha K, and I was kind of sort of little bit sad. Why? Because I personally do not like women tearing other women down. I don't like it. I think that we as women, we get so much, you know, from everybody, from every angle, that we should always be in solidarity with each other. The rumors, the accusations of which Cardi was bringing forth against Tasha K about her, you know, anyway, you guys know what it is. I'm not going to repeat it here. I also want to give a little bit of advice to Cardi, and I understand it. I get it. You're a public figure, but that does not mean that you're not a human being. And sometimes it's very hard for you to ignore the noise, just for you to focus on your career, focus on your family, because not everybody will love you, Cardi. Not everybody will love you, and you have real fans out here in these streets that it doesn't matter what anybody says, they will be for you. That's just what it is. I find that you are very sensitive, and that's a good thing in many ways. But when it comes to people that are just out to make your life miserable, you have to ignore them. And I do not know why. Tasha K is on Cardi B the way that she is. It doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, what are we talking about? I'll tell you what we're talking about. Cardi B seeks 3.9 million after Tasha K's alleged gag order breach. Meaning what? Meaning that she is doing flying monkeys tactics. I'm talking about Tasha K now, where she had agreed, they had even settled, where she lost the defamation case and she was supposed to pay 4 million initially. They brought it down to 1.2 million. They had a payment plan, all of that set. She was not to talk about anybody in relation to Cardi B. That would mean you can't talk about Offset, you can't talk about her children, you can't talk about her sister, you can't talk about her mom, you can't talk about her new love baby daddy, what does he call himself, Gigs. You're not allowed to talk about her. Not allowed to talk about her, Tasha K. You're not even allowed to sniff in her direction. But some way, somehow, you just can't resist yourself. You just can't. You have to come out here again and say, you know what, just one more time. I don't know the obsession with another human being. I really don't know it. You see, I love my life. And I have so much going on in my life that I cannot have anybody rent-free in my head. I can't. Nobody is worth it for me. Anyway, we have MSN, and they are reporting this. Cardi B seeks 3.9 million after Tasha K's alleged gag order breach. Cardi B has returned to bankruptcy court, accusing blogger Tasha K of violating a non-disparagement clause by making public claims about Offset's alleged gambling and recent shooting. The clause was part of a reduced 1.2 million settlement from a 4 million defamation judgment contingent on Tasha K refraining from disparaging Cardi or her associates. Cardi now seeks to reinstate the original 3.9 million judgment, impose sanctions, and recover attorney's fees, citing at least 25 violations. You know what's funny? Cardi B got the money. Cardi B would just sit. Cardi B, just to make a point, doesn't mind to lose 10 million just to prove a point to you, Tasha. That's what I'm not understanding. Why are you concerned about Cardi B? Leave her alone. Talk about somebody else. Talk about your relationship, your man. Why don't you do that? Why don't you focus on your life? I don't understand. I really don't. Cardi B has filed a motion in bankruptcy court to seek the original $3.9 million from her defamation case against Tasha K after alleging breaches of a non-disparaging clause. She claims Tasha made remarks why the motion could reshape the legal battle. By alleging at least 25 violations of the gag order, Cardi's lawyers contend that Tasha's conduct shows a pattern of willful defiance designed to provoke and monetize attention. That could be true because I think it was a week or two ago I saw on my Instagram feed Tasha K, and she had said yes, that she lost and everything, and I really just thought that it was this ongoing, exhausting waste of money case that you have with Cardi B since 2019, and we are going into what? We're going into June of 2026. Another 6 months will be in 2027. So basically 8 years you're going to waste for, you know, it's for somebody that can really outplay you in every way, shape and form. She got the fund, she got the money. Why? It doesn't make sense. You want to spend money that you should be investing and saving for your children. Oh, no. It couldn't be me. That does not make sense. It's the most stupid thing, as a matter of fact, that I've ever heard. If the court agrees, the finance stakes could revert to the original multi-million-dollar judgment, signaling a major setback for Tasha. The motion also seeks attorney's fees and punitive sanctions to deter future breaches. Inside the 25 alleged violations, court filings cite live streams, online posts where Tasha K allegedly mocked Offset, accusing him of gambling with other people's money, and linked his habits to the couple's split. Cardi claims that Tasha also spoke about Stephon Diggs and other associates, deleted posts only after they were monetized, and used indirect references to skirt the agreement. Her team says these tactics still breach the clause and harm Cardi's reputation. I saw very fleetingly, I'll see whether I can find it and post it, or a picture of Cardi quarreling with Stephon Diggs, her baby daddy, outside somewhere. I don't know where it was, but she was quarreling with him. Well, he had 4 other children giving birth the same year, as well as Cardi. And I remember Cardi was doing some kind of meal, preparing some meal, and she was like, yeah, he my baby daddy too. What I'm going to do about it, I don't know, but we'll figure it out. And that's the cleaned up version. And she was pregnant with a little one. The baby had not been born yet. So Cardi, where I think that you are a wonderful talent, I think that you're not great in choosing men. But that's not my business. That's your headache, as you can see. The thing is, why, Tasha K, do you want to talk about Offset and say that's why they broke up? Were you in the bedroom with them? Were you in their house? You don't know what is going on, like none of us know. We speculate and we come out here really, entertainment purposes with a little bit of learning. And so what is my learning and teaching in this? Girls, as I have told you, always ask the right questions when it comes to relationship. As you get rid of one buffoon, another buffoon will show up. You just have to silence the noise and focus, because really and truly they're not on your level. Tasha K, you are not on Cardi's level. Financially, you are not. And for you to do this, when you have already told the court, when she has even been forgiving, where she has reduced the amount from 4 million to 1.2, and even with that you're struggling and you declared bankruptcy.
The judge basically started off this order for contempt and sanctions against Tasha K by saying, look, Tasha K, I do not care if you think you had the right to say whatever you were saying about Cardi B and her associates. It's actually very simple. You made an agreement with Cardi B that you would stop talking about her and her family. That agreement was confirmed by the court on March 4th, 2025, and the moment the bankruptcy plan got approved approved, it became a binding order. So yeah, the judge said that Tasha K violated the order multiple times. And when I say multiple, I mean the order literally lists YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Threads, a radio interview on the Morning Hustle, baby. This was a multi-state tour, probably a lucrative one too, because I doubt she was putting her entire bloodline in debt for free. The agreement covered Cardi's entire family, children, husbands, siblings, parents, aunts, uncles, cousins, second cousins, play cousins, everybody, child. The judge specifically said in the order that Offset and Stephon Diggs count as protected family members under the agreement too. So every single time Tasha K posted a video or made a comment about any of those people that were protected, it was a violation. The court literally said a violation is complete the second it gets published, so deleting it later does not magically undo it. Now here's the part that took me out. Tasha K's defense was basically, well, I had a legal right to say it, and the judge said absolutely not. Once that bankruptcy plan got confirmed, it became a binding court order. This is not a freedom of speech debate anymore. It's, did you follow the order or did you not? And the answer is no. So the judge found Tasha K in civil contempt, ordered her to remove all the content, stop posting about Cardi and her family immediately, and Cardi gets attorney's fees. Cardi's attorneys now have 21 days to file an affidavit showing the exact fees and costs. Tasha K then has 14 days to object, and once the court approves the final amount, she has 28 days to pay it. But wait, there's more. The judge also sanctioned Tasha K's own lawyers. Cardi's legal team flagged citation errors in Tasha K's attorney's brief, and they had to file a corrective notice to fix it. So the court sanctioned Tasha K's lawyer under Bankruptcy Rule 9011, which basically says you cannot file legal arguments that have no basis in existing law. The penalty, 10% of whatever Cardi B's attorney's fees turn out to be, paid directly to Cardi B, and the lawyer has the same 28-day deadline to write that check once the court sets the amount. Now, to be fair, it does appear Tasha K has removed the content, and from what I can see, she does appear to be complying with the order now. That's all for now, Lunchables. Don't forget to like and follow for all trending court updates.
You are out here again. It means that, yeah, she has every right to reinstate the original amount because you're taking the piss. That's what it means. That you're taking her for a fool and you are trying to be really, really offensive. So, yeah, here we go. From the 4 million defamation win to reduced settlement. What did I say? The dispute traces back to Cardi's 2022 defamation victory, which awarded her nearly 4 million after Tasha K was found liable for false and damaging statements. Tasha's subsequent bankruptcy led to a renegotiated 1.2 million payment plan contingent on monthly payments and a strict non-disparagement clause. It could not be me. That's so foolish. 1.2 million. Cardi now argues that Tasha's repeated violations undermine the deal's core purpose of ensuring payment without further reputational harm. Cardi, again, I want to tell you this for free. Tasha is not destroying your reputation. She's not. I realized that when somebody came to gossip about somebody else I knew. And I just looked at the person and I was so disappointed. I just looked at the person, I was really disappointed, and I was just like, oh wow. People that love you. And it doesn't matter what other people say, really and truly. When they stand by you, they stand by you. And the person that is talking, and the person that is saying all of this, the person looks like a complete and utter buffoon. And they don't look mentally okay. Tasha, this does not look like somebody who is mentally okay. And it now boomerangs on you. You look foolish. To the point that you can say whatever, and the more you're saying, it now becomes really how foolish you look. It no longer becomes about Cardi. You even forget about Cardi in the episode. As you are watching, talking about Cardi, it no longer becomes about Cardi. It now truly becomes about you. And we sit down entertained. Why? Because we are watching you self-destruct. We are watching you self-destruct while Cardi is evolving and moving on with her life. She's had more children. She's gone on a very, very successful tour. She's doing collabs left and right, while you are sitting there looking absolutely foolish. That's all I can say. You look foolish. You look like a hater. You look jealous. You look envious. You look like you have no life. You look as if you are so obsessed with Cardi that you can't even help yourself. That's what this looks like. Why? Oh, wow. I don't get it. Anyway, my darlings, don't forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, my darlings, and I'll see you. What? I'll see you sooner than later. Mwah, 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 mwah. All of my love. Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we, baby? Yes, yes, yes. We have new t-shirts, my darlings. We have our Powerpuff Superwoman. It had to be her. It could not be anybody else. As you very well know, she is the first and front and center of every episode, and she represents us. She represents all of us. She represents our strength. She represents our fabulosity. She represents eating our salads and minding our business. And baby, what is delayed is not denied. We have come out with the baby blue, and when you turn around, we have what is delayed is not denied. We did longer sleeves this time around for our girlies. For those of you that are conscious of your upper arms, I got you, mama. We also have what? The crew neck, so that you are comfortable with your limousine girlies and you can go everywhere and anywhere. We have no tags. Instead, I made sure that it was a print so that you have no reactions. There you go, my darlings. Are we living and loving? Beautiful cotton. Might I add that we ship internationally. We have it in our beautiful sky blue for a punch of color for spring. We also have it in cream, my darlings. Yes, yes, yes. And sizes small to 4X. I went out yesterday. Was it day before yesterday? And when I tell you the amount of compliments that I got, I screamed. I was like, is there something that I do not know? And I was so impressed with the amount of guys that said, I need this for my mom, I need this for my wife, I need it for my girlfriend, for my sister, for my cousins. And they just kept on asking. I was at the mall, and it was unbelievable. You can tuck her in. It's a long tee, and you will absolutely what? Absolutely love her. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy. Yes, darlings, the links are below. Go ahead and get yours. If we sell out, I will order more. All right? Love you, and thank you. Mwah.
Hi guys, my name is ENITAN, hair coach. I am UK's first ever hair coach and a trichologist. We are a team of trichologists and hair coaches here in W6 London, and we help those who are desperate and have tried and everything else has failed. We look after those who have chronic scalp concerns, flaky, itchy scalp that's been going on for many years. We help those that have hair loss that has progressed instead of improved, and we help those that just generally want to have a better understanding of better quality hair, length, volume, and reduce that dryness. Visit us by clicking